Let's do this.
It'll be warm out there. Better bring some extra sunscreen for Coach Dean. I just don't think this SPF 50 plus is going to do the job. Nah, that rate, we'll just bring him some max strength burn relief spray because we all know what's going to happen. Could be worse things in life, though. You could be a Lions or a Bengals fan. Shoot, I'm going to be late. Wait. As long as I'm there before Dyer, everything will be just fine.
Day for football. Hey, Coach. Dyer was supposed to do that. Look, I know I shouldn't have threatened to kneecap Klaus and Carey, but you don't have to deal with them as much as I do. Look, before you even find out, I have already challenged Cade to a fight yesterday at lifting. I threatened Nash's life, and I body slammed Curlis. So, just so you know, it's going to be a rough day for all of us.
First practice of the season. Let's get some jams on this box. Yeah, that's my thing.
I say I'm too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say. I go on too many dates, but I can't make them stay. At least that's what people say. That's what people say. But I can't close. Can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the players wanna play. And my hands gonna hate. Baby, I'm just gonna shake. I shake it off. It's gonna break.
Here, I can't see you like this. Go blue! Oh my God! What time is it? Oh, practice! 2 days! Mason!
Who can say why your heart sighs as your love lies only time? And who can say why your heart cries when your love lies only time?
Oh, what am I going to say? Oh, I got to get there. I told Mershman I'm turning a new leaf. Oh, I had work all night, 12-hour shift, crazy crap going on at work. All I had to do is just take a nap, Dyer. I just wanted to take just a little nap. It's first day of 2 days. It's going to be hectic, man. He's going to be all over the place. What's he going to talk about? I don't know. What does Mershman talk about? We don't know what he talks about. Oh, my God, he's going to ramble on and yell at us. I hope he wore extra socks just in case his socks get a little damp in that grass if he has to do a drill. Oh, my God. All right. I told him I was turning a new leaf, though. I still got time. Oh, my God. A train! Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Damn it. I got to go around it. Okay. All right. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, Nikes. I still got time. Are you kidding me? This is a joke. This is a dang joke. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I'll stop by a dang train. Are you kidding me? It just doesn't end. All right.
Maybe we should cheer him up.
Still got time. Still got a minute to win it. All right, come on. Oh, are you kidding me? Speed it up, Grandma. Let's go. Move it, sister. I said I'm turning a new leaf. Come on. Oh, my Atlanta. Wow. Damn, Christmas turn already. Where are you going, lady? Oh, my God, I think that's Don Stock. I think that's Coach Stock's grandpa. Oh, we got time. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Well, I made it, boys. It's 2:57. 3 minutes to spare, and Mershman ain't here yet. Yeah.
2020, heading to practice. Noon, practice is at 3, first day of 2 days. Can't wait. Dyer even says he's going to turn over a new leaf and be there early. So I expect him around, 2:57-ish, maybe 2:58-ish, 2 minutes early before we start practice, especially because, looking forward to it. Later.
Welcome to this edition of the CBDF, finest coaches in America. So we have over here on my left, Coach TJ Dyer, and over here on my right, we have the veteran, Coach Bob Damschroeder. Out in the field today, we have Tyler Green, Tyler Phoenix, Dave Steen, the hardworking Logan Norden, Jordan Stock, and Derek Stock, and they'll be joining us shortly here for this edition of the Statistics and Awards Recognition 2020. This was a pretty good year, you think, for the Carey Blue Devils. What was your take on this year's Carey Blue Devil team?
With the pandemic going through and it being a year like no other, I thought they stepped up to the task. I know we had higher expectations than 8-2, but making the third round of the playoffs, a couple things go a different way. I thought we got if we got a better seed, we probably would have went farther. And who knows? Archibald had a lot of balls bounce their way, and then the Columbus Grove game, they had a lot of balls bounce the opposite way. So it could have been. I wish we were on the other side of that one, but overall, it was a great year.
A lot of bouncing balls there. So, Coach Damschroeder, at the beginning of the year, the offense wasn't looking the greatest. How do you think it progressed as the season went on?
I think as each player became more and more familiarized with their position, I think we definitely saw an increase in their production. The line just needed to continue to work together. They were back mostly a veteran line, which really helped, and I think they helped us get solidified and continue to move forward. And then the backs followed their lead and their progress and did a really nice job coming in, finding the holes and getting us moving along. So once we got our players where we wanted them, I thought it was a very good year.
Throwing it back to you for one last question here before we get started with this. How do you think the seniors did this year? Since you don't usually coach up the freshmen very much, I figured, I'd ask you about the seniors.
Yeah, pretty busy during the season, but I thought the seniors stepped up. A lot of players, I was really happy with Ian Yater. Last year, we went through some stuff on defense, and this year he made it through the whole year without, having to step off to the side. And he really stepped up his game at DN, as well as blocking at the end of the year. Hayden Nash got bigger, faster, stronger. Really impressed me with his leadership to be able to move from corner to safety for us, which he liked it because he ended up getting 3 picks at that safety position. I believe 4 total, but 3 at the safety position. Caden Smiley's always been great for me on defense, being a speed bump guy. And then Jacob Reinhardt, he's my dude. He's the man. Brady Curlis, I love him. He came down, hit hard at the linebacker position, put on the pounds, got to 170 like we told him to, and he balled out for us all year. Noah Black was the only senior for the offensive lineman. So he held those young guys in check, was able to plug in there any chance he got for us. Carter Frederick came out and was able to really grow as the year went on at the corner spot.
Well, he kind of gave us an opportunity to make some moves offensively to help us out.
He did. He give us those opportunities to make Cade Crawford fresh, to be able to stand out the way he did. I know he didn't get much love in the N10 or the district, but he's all state in my mind. So.
Yeah, Cade had a hell of a year with 19 touchdowns. I thought he did a fantastic job for us, moving to that slot back position, and really was a Swiss Army knife of everything: blocked, caught, ran, did a lot of
He
good
was a
things.
good athlete all the way around.
Yeah.
Really
So
helped us in a lot of phases of the game.
yeah, he did. So we're gonna move to the next part of this and go into the records, and we're gonna throw that to Coach Damschoter at the board here in about 10 seconds. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to CBDF Station. I'm Coach Damschoter, and I'm here to give you a little rundown on the season. We opened the season against Colonel Crawford. We showed up on the buses and got off the bus, warmed up, and then all of a sudden lightning hit. We had a nice hour-and-a-half rain delay, which we seemed to struggle with that a little bit. But after we got back on the field, we started playing against Crawford, and it was a nice, hard-fought game. We learned a lot about what we needed to do and who to correct, and we had some outstanding performances, but we had some work to do. So we lost to them 7-16. The next week we came back and played Mohawk at Mohawk. Always that rival down the road. We struggled with them a little bit. They had a nice defense. Their defensive line did a really nice job putting pressure on us and screwed up some of our blocking for a while. But we did figure it out. Our backs did a nice job running the ball. A nice, super long field goal by our kicker, Mr. Bell. And we ended up pulling out the win 20-12 against a very hard-hitting Mohawk team. Then we came home to the home field, the pit, and we played Bucyrus. Bucyrus, we had a little bit, we were trying to get back at them from last year. They beat us at home last year, and with this crazy schedule we had, we ended up getting them back at home, and we kind of decided it was time to open a little bit of whoop butt, and the kids played very well, and we walked away with a 69-0 win. Then came our great rival down the road, the other one from Wyandotte County, Upper Sandusky. They came in, and the kids were well ready to take on the Rams and beat them 64-0. So it was a nice game. Again, we started to get on a roll. Things started going our way. The athletes started popping up. Cade and Bryce and everybody started making big plays. It was a lot of fun. Then we had another rival, I guess, is Carey. We had to go to Seneca East came in. We had 3 straight home games. And against Seneca East, again, we got on a roll. Things started going our way. And we defeated them 49-0. Then came the big matchup, the one that the coaches and Coach Dyer always looks to ready to play. And we all kind of get extra fired up for. That's the famous Winford game. We had to play Winford and went over and took them on. And they had a nice solid offense. They had a good defense, but we were just a little better. And we played well. We made some big plays. We hit hard. And a lot of good things happened to us. And we came away from a 31-23 win. Now we started because of the pandemic, we started our playoff run. And with that, we started with Montpelier, who came into Blue Devil Stadium. And we, again, got on a roll. And as you can see, we went quite a few games there where our defense played lights out. They just were making the plays that we needed to play, and the offense was making big plays. And we just get on those runs, and it was a lot of fun. So we beat Montpelier 63-0. Then we had to play our next game was Ashland Crestview, who we lost to them last year. So there was a little bit of revenge factor when they came back into Carey Stadium. And they had a nice quarterback who we did shut down very well, I thought. And the defense again played lights out, offense making those plays, and we defeated Ashland Crestview 42-14. Then we had our next step in the playoffs, which was we drove to Archibald on a Saturday night and had our trip over there into the northwest area of the state. And things didn't quite go our way. The boys played hard. They never quit. They played really solid football at times, but we just didn't seem to put enough together drive after drive. And that ended our state run at a loss 28-35. Then we decided to find one more game, and we found Tenora, who had lost the week before as well. So we made a trip back up to the Northwest Ohio and took on the Tenora Rams. It was a nice game. Our kids played very well. Again, the defense was playing lights out. They were hitting, driving their feet, making things happen. And the offense, we even had a nice punt return for a touchdown. So overall, we won that 48-7. So not many times do you get to end the season and say, we won our last ball game. So we got to do that, and our season went very well. We ended up 8-2. A couple wins, we'd like to have played a little better in a couple games, but it sets us up for next year. I want to thank the seniors. They did a great job this year, and thank you, and we'll be back to CBDF here in a moment.
Welcome back to CBDF. We damn sure did a nice job of explaining the wins and losses that we had. We're going to throw it off to our guy in the field, Coach David Steen, and he's going to talk about the JV wins because there was no losses.
Welcome back to CBDF. I'm Coach Steen, just in from the field and everything. Doing a lot of work to come up with some awards here in a little bit. But I'm going to review the JV schedule from this past year. As you can see, we ended up 6-0. Great season by our young guys, freshmen and sophomores and juniors and such. We started off with a convincing 21-0 win over Colonel Crawford. Great win after a tough loss the night before. The guys got up nice and early and decided to go out and take it to them, set the tone for the year. Next week, we played Mohawk and also came out with a very, very convincing 33-6 win. Very solid victory as the guys are very motivated playing up against their rival and such. Kind of slowed down a little bit with Bucyrus, even though it was a 45-0 win. A little bit sluggish there because it's Bucyrus and we own Bucyrus. So, but needless to say, we didn't quite play as well as we should have, but we still came away with a 45-0 win. Upper Sandusky was next, and Upper Sandusky, they wanted us bad. They played us a lot tougher than what we were expecting, but we did come out with a good 20-0 win and solid performance by everyone on that day. Seneca East was a road trip to Seneca East. and came away with a 22-0 win. I think they wanted us pretty bad, but we came out with a good win. And finally, Winford, everybody gets up for Winford, and we came out with a good, solid thrashing of Winford 27-0. And that wraps it up for the JV schedule.
Welcome back to CBDF. We're going to be throwing it off to Tyler Green to talk about the freshman games. Here we go, Tyler Green.
Welcome back. This is going to be the freshman portion of the CBDF. We are going to discuss their season. They had a nice season, 6-1. Starting off with the trip to Colonel Crawford. Heartbreaker there, lost 21-20 to Colonel Crawford there, unfortunately. Moving on to the Mohawk game, it was actually a Saturday morning game. Played 2 quarters after the JV game, and they just came out and dominated that freshman squad. Did a real nice job there, taking a 32-0 win home with them. Next week we traveled to played Bucyrus. What you saw there was a 64-0 win again, where they just came out from the get-go and dominated. Again, as Coach Steen said earlier, we do own Bucyrus, so going with that. We then played Upper at home. Kind of a sluggish start there. Gave up 12 points in the first quarter, really shut it down. After that, took control of the game with a 35-12 win. The following week, we traveled to Liberty Benton. Rainy, cold game. Very tightly contested. Came down to a game-winning drive with about a minute left on the clock with a touchdown pass from Carter Smiley. So it was a nice job there. The following week, following it up with another trip over to Winford and coming back with another win to complete a sweep there after a 20-12 victory. And then Liberty Benton came calling again, wanted to play us at our house to finish the season. We gladly accepted, took them on, and came away with a 35-0 win there. And that led us to a 6-1 record, and back to you guys.
Hey, this is Coach C, and I'm out on the field live for CBDF at the first top 10, counting on the funny moments from this past year. So let's get going. At number 10, Doug Pinkerton, and the Kimmel Award for his mudslide. You're definitely going to keep them in business. You keep that up. At number 9, Landon Kemmerly, for being a team goofball and always finding the light side of things during practice. Coming in at number 8, Daniel Plott and his freshman buddy from Bucyrus. You know, they're so close, they're probably getting some Baker's Pizza right now. At number 7, Butch Broadman, speaking of what's on his mind and eating some natural protein as well during practice. At number 6, Isaac Carmen. You know, who knows what the daily topic will be from him from day to day. Coming in at number 5, Jordan Madamo. Great scout team player. You'd always count on him to push the varsity whatever we needed from practice to practice. At number 4, Landon Mitchum. Faster than Cade Crawford? Seriously? Next time, this needs to be televised. At number 3, Carter Frederick and the Nightmare on Dyer Street. Definitely improved from game 1 to game 10, causing Coach DJ no more gray hairs. At number 2, Ian Yater. What? Huh? We know it's all an act. Seriously though, great season, Ian. And coming in at number 1, Brady Curlis. From the weight room to the practice field and beyond, this was no brainer. You were definitely number 1.
Welcome back. I'm Coach Dyer. With the 4-year awards, goes to senior Ian Yater. Ian Yater was a big part of our offense and defense this year. He's a 4-year letter winner. Did a lot of things for us throughout this whole program. Blocked nicely this year, but you know I was his tight ends coach. So, but all in all, he's a great kid and loved coaching this year. 3-year letter winners. Next up is Hayden Nash, a senior this year for us. Number 5. Hayden Make It Nasty. This kid started out as a little guy, and we told him to get bigger, faster, stronger. He did all those things, and he had a hell of a senior season. Next up, 3-year award, another senior, Caden Smiley, my boy. This little guy is small in nature, but he is a nuisance to every team he's ever played. He will wrong arm a 6'5", 300-pound lineman, and that's what he does best. He played well for us and did a hell of a job for us. Next up, Jacob Reinhardt, 3-year award winner. He's also a senior for us. Me and him used to go round and round. In his junior year, he started improving, getting better. His senior year made excellent strides. He was getting runs, taking them back to the house on offense, and defensively, he was our devil, which is next up. 3-year award winner, another senior, Brady Curlis. He did a lot of good things for us on the offense, was our starting running back. He also played defense for us and special teams. We asked him to get to 175 pounds, 170 pounds this year. He did that, worked in the offseason, never missed, and he got to play linebacker for us, share that role at middle backer with Woods. Next up is the juniors. Colin Ferguson, 3-year award winner. He's done a lot of great things for us on the offensive line. He actually starts left tackle for us, a big anchor to complement with Crody on the other side. He comes down hard, and he only plays offense, but when Longway throws a couple picks, he's the guy going down there and tackling that guy. So next up, junior Derek Longway. He was our quarterback this year. Actually was second leading tackler on our team last year, but we wanted to make sure that smooth transition to quarterback, keep him fresh on offense, learn that offense. It's going to make us better from this year and going into next year. So Derek Longway, a lot of great things from him this season. Next up is Bryce Conti. Another junior, 3-year award winner. He was the guy that we needed a big catch or something to go to down the field. He was doing it. Defensively, I mean, I don't really got to talk about that. We all know what he does on the defense right here. Broke up this touchdown that we could have had for Ashton Crestview. So Bryce Showtime Conti, expect big things from him. Cameron Ball, number 51, plays offensive line for us, does a lot of great things. He pulls a lot with us. I expect big things from him moving next year to play both sides of the ball because I know he can get it done. Defensively, he's a heck of a linebacker. So right here, I mean, there can't be enough good things said about Cameron. Next up, Carson Paul, the twin brother of Cameron Paul, number 55, left guard. The dude can bring it. He packs a punch. He does everything we ask him. Hard worker at home, a leader in the offseason, a leader in the season. I expect big things from him and his brother moving forward. Next up, Trenton Stahl, 3-year award winner. Number 71, he was an anchor to our D-line. When I say that, because he could play end, nose, and tackle. Did a lot of great things for us. Messed up a lot of N10 teams. His celebrations are amazing. I look forward to having him back next year. He's a hard guy to replace, and he's just a big man in nature. Trenton Stahl, but not least. Drew Steen, number 72. This man did a lot of things for us. He would stop screens. He's a hard man to move. I mean, he literally would bear hug you and literally take the breath out of you. I mean, you can ask Cameron Paul for that one. But Drew Steen is a mammoth of a man, does good things for us up front. With Trenton as an anchor, I expect big things from him moving forward, and I feel bad for that quarterback.
Hey, this is Coach Steen back in the field, and yeah, I hear ya. Here's our first sponsor. Double B Sunscreen. When you're out in the sun, get some Double B Sunscreen. Proudly endorsed by me, Coach Steen. Here's our second set of funny moments from this past year. Coming in at number 10, Matt Alamong. Question, are you going to pick on Easton anymore? And number 9, Bryce Conti. Calm, collected, and super cool. I mean, cooler than, it's cool. Oh, it's number 8. Number 8, Cameron Connor. Mershman time is 10 minutes early. Not your cell phone time. Get it straight. And number 7, Aaron Cromer. Question is, who is better? You? Coach Derek Stock. At number 6, the Putnam Twins. Why? It's pretty simple. We can tell these two apart. And number 5, the little sycamore dreaming from Wayne Barger and his Mohawk Warrior. Coming in at number 4, Gage Summit. You know, Coach Jordan is so glad to see you took care of that thing that you had on top of your head. At number 3, Drew Steen, frequent the Trainer Award. From your leg injury to your concussion. Yes, Drew, that is a football. No, Drew, you cannot fly. You're not a plane. At number 2, Mitch Bowes. The great, no more Bowes. Your gong show days are over. That is until next year. And at number 1, Jaden Fraley. When you think of speed, you think of Jaden Fraley. Faster than Jimmy Johns. Hey, this is Coach Dean back live with CBDF, and I'm here with Coach Stock, and yeah, you can go away now. You realize that. Here's our next sponsor from Paul Brothers Lawn Service and Landscaping. Great guys with a great work ethic are jokesters from time to time. Paul Brothers Lawn Service and Landscaping. Coming up, our next set of four aliases from 2020. Number 4, Scotty T. Who's Jacob Scott? Do we really have a Jacob Scott on the team? I didn't realize we had Scotty T. And number 3, Charles Hartley. Cash, coins, cha-ching. And number 2, Jeremiah Patton. How can a photo company mess this up? I mean, really, it's not that hard. And at number 1, Cameron Robinson. As Coach Dyer would say, every team needs a Gonzalez.
Welcome back to the CBDF. Here I'm going to throw it out to Coach Logan Norden, the workhorse for all the 2-year letter winner workhorses out in the field. Back to you, Logan.
Coach Dyer for throwing it out. Everybody's Hey, thanks Coach Dyer for the shout out. I'm here in the field reporting to you guys for the second year letter award winners. First we're going to start with the seniors. Here we have Cade Crawford. He did a great job for us this year all the way around. Was in every aspect, all 3 phases, special teams, defense, and offense. Played a huge role in everything. Next, we're going to go with the juniors. Here we have Lance Woods. Played a huge part in our special teams. Was a big gunner on the kickoff for us, and he also put in some time and some work on defense. Played a little bit of backer for us, and then at the end of the season, rushed the edge for us. He did a nice job. Next junior here, we have Anthony Bell. Played a huge role on our special teams, was our kicker. Was 52 of 52 on extra points this year. Did a great job. Played a little bit of offense and defense for us. Was a huge aspect. Next junior up, we got Cooper Broadman. He was our special teams All-American. He did a great job for kickoff and kick return. Also played a little bit of running back on JV. Did a nice job, JV. You know, they went undefeated, so Cooper Broadman, yeah. Next junior up, we got Easton. Played a vital role on our offensive line. Moved away, plowed the way for Cade and the other backs in the backfield. Did a really nice job. Couldn't ask for more out of him. Next up, we have Ashton Klaus. Played center for us on the O-line and did a great job. Really filled in that spot really well. Ashton Klaus, yeah. Next junior, we have Isaac Carmen. He did a real nice job on our extra point field goal team. Also played a little bit of scout team offensive line for us. Really gave the first team defense a run for their money. And did a great job on JV for the offensive line as well. Now on to sophomores. Our first second year letter winner, Gage Summit. Did a great job on special teams. Was really a workhorse on the special teams unit. Got a bunch of tackles on special teams. Also did a pretty good job when he got called upon on defense. Gage Summit, yeah. Next sophomore, we got Landon Kemmerly. Another one of those guys that contributed in all 3 aspects. Got a bunch of tackles on kickoff. Was a big linebacker for us and ran the ball pretty well when we asked him to. Yeah, looking to big things. Looking for big things for him next year, for sure. Last but not least, we have EJ Bose. He did a great job special teams wise. Did a little bit of kickoff, and also was our short snapper for all those 52 extra points that Bell made this year as well. Got a little role on offense as well. But yeah, we're looking for big things out of EJ next year as well.
Hey, this is Coach Dean. Guys, fine, I'll do these by myself. Here's our top 10 notable awards from this past year. At number 10, Ashton Klaus and our Pancake Platoon Finish the Block Award. Did a really nice job finishing the block and manning up from time to time. Great job. Number 9, Austin Niedercore. You and the other freshmen, the coaching staff is definitely looking forward to the next 3 years. At number 8, Connor Norden, our non-participant MVP on special teams. Never once got yelled at for not having the kicking tee ready to go. Great job. At number 7, Jonah Peters, our diamond in the rough. We're definitely looking for some great improvement from him between this year and next. At number 6, Connor Slavey. I do believe the end result ended up sending this kid to the hospital. I agree, one of the hardest runs ever. At number 5, Dylan Ellis. Yeah, go ahead and try to run the ball against our varsity D when they know the play. At number 4, Braden Frederick. Your future is definitely looking bright. You are the JV, next man in. We're expecting big things from you next year. At number 3, our offensive scout team MVP, Lance Rickle. Great job. And it definitely showed up when you got your time on Friday nights. At number 2, Jordan Valijo. Yeah, there was definitely fights from time to time during practice. You're usually the instigator. And at number 1, Jacob Reinhardt for best workout routine during the COVID shutdown. You Nash came back ripped. Great job.
We're going to move on to first year award winners. We're going to start with the senior class. Starting them out is Carter Frederick. It was extremely hard to find a picture that he was facing the camera on. But I will tell you that I'm really happy he came out this year. I wish that he would have been able to come out other years because I think we could have done a lot with him. But he came out his senior year, which is great, and we used him a lot. And he contributed to the team greatly, and I appreciate everything he did this year. Next is Noah Black. Noah took a little bit of a hiatus from the team for a couple years, but came back his senior year, which I was very grateful. He was a great backup for us on the offensive line, and he pretty much did whatever we asked. He had a great attitude all year, and he was a lot of fun to watch. I appreciate it. Now we're going to move on to the juniors. First up is Braden Frederick. He came out this year and he did a great job. It was actually really fun watching him run the ball really hard, and he started to take a little bit of a leadership role in the JV Saturday games and everything. And I look forward to him next year and seeing what he can do for the team. Next up is Jeremiah Patton. He did a great job for us this year on special teams. Sometimes it seems like it's a little bit difficult keeping him healthy, but when he is healthy, he does a great job for the team. Hopefully next year we can keep him healthy and he can contribute more and more as the year goes on. Next up is Jordan Valijo. I know that Valijo played almost exclusively on defense, but I put up a picture of his offensive touchdown this year because offense is all I really care about. Just kidding. But he did a great job this year. I really am looking forward to him coming back and keeping that defensive line solidified and moving further. Thanks, Valijo. Moving on to sophomores, we started with Lance Rickle. He did a fantastic job on our special teams this year, both kickoff and kick return. He blocked to the whistle, and he made a lot of plays on kickoff. And then when he came in towards the end of games, and you never saw a step down, really. He threw the ball. He throws the ball really well, and he actually threw the ball this year that put Kate Crawford in the record books. So I'm really proud of him, and I'm really excited to see what he can do moving forward. Next is Ethan Bretz. He did a really good job for us on special teams this year. He really got down the field. He flew down the field. He made his tackles. I really hope that he works on this off season and continues to work hard, because I know that Coach Steen is going to need him on special teams next year as well. So just keep working, and I can't wait to see you next year. Next is Cameron Connor. He was a bit of a utility lineman for us this year. He was playing a different position, and then we asked him to play tackle, and he never hesitated. He played the tackle for us, and he did a great job. And on defensively, he was on the defensive line and did everything we asked. And he did a really good job come Saturdays on JV, and I look for him to continue on because we're going to be expecting him big things from him and for him to continue to progress. Next is Jordan Madamo, another one that helped on special teams this year, did a really good job. But next year we're going to be looking for more on Madamo. He's definitely going to have some spots to fill, and we think that, or at least I think that he's someone that could do it. So hopefully he works really hard this offseason and continues to further his game, and then hopefully he can push for a starting spot next year. That'd be great. Next is Dylan Ellis. He did a really good job for us this year. Something you don't really see is Ellis was our scout team running back all year. He gave the first team defense a really good look this year. He took a couple beatings throughout the year, and I know that he's Coach Norton's favorite guy to pick on. So keep working, Ellis. Thank you for playing scout team and taking the abuse a little bit. Hopefully next year you can start handing that out and moving further with this team. Next up is Cameron Robinson. He was one that I think I told him repeatedly that I was really bummed out that he didn't come out last year. So I'm really glad that he came out this year, helped us on a PAT field goal, did a great job blocking, and I hope that he just continues to further his game because I think he's someone that could help us in the future and to come, and I want him to continue to go.
Hey, it's Coach Dean back in the field, and do I hear sirens? I believe I hear sirens. What? Hey, look, it's Coach Dyer. Chief Dyer, Captain Dyer, Lieutenant Dan? Oh, here goes our top 12 little-known facts. Number 12, Dominic Yater. He didn't say much. Definitely made the plays when needed. The quiet one. Number 11, Rossi. He's my go-to guy when it comes to setting up the competition circle. Perfect circles every single time. At number 10, Riley Brooks. Unfortunate injury, but hey, he definitely made the most of it. You were definitely our sideline assistant of the year, keeping that huddle rolling. At number 9, Ethan Bretz. He's our Lawrence Taylor of the JV team. Let's just see if you can do that next year on the varsity squad. At number 8, Caden Smiley, our human speed bump. Question, have you recovered yet? Let's hope so. And at number 7, Carter Smiley. You know, I've heard he is the best of the bunch. Well, he must be because he's higher than his brother on this list. At number 6, Colin Ferguson. From his sophomore year until now, thanks to Loga, he's more flexible than, well, his sophomore year. At number 5, EJ Bowes. Of all the tight ends that we have on the team, he is by far the Einstein of the bunch. And at number 4, Derek Lonsway. Heisman in the making. He's leading the way, making a name for himself. He's definitely going to turn some heads next year. At number 3, Cade Crawford. What I call poetry in motion and an appetite for destruction. And a true Blue Devil to beat. At number 2, Easton Carody, our pure guts player, for yelling in Mershman's face after a lineman challenge competition. That does take guts. And number 1, Hayden Nash. For not having a position coach, you are a coach of the year. He definitely played a role in Bell's success.
We're going to move on to the participation awards, starting with our junior class. The first junior this year is Riley Brooks. Riley this year unfortunately wasn't able to finish the season, but still was a very valuable leader on the sidelines for us while recovering from that injury. Also, definitely improved on his blocking and run technique this year in JV. So, really happy to see how he grows. Our next junior is Aaron Cromer, and I always knew growing up, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Okay, Coach Mershman asked me to come back and talk a little bit about Aaron. For real though, Aaron was definitely one of the leaders on our JV offensive linemen. He always kept the guys in line, and I think he really improved throughout the season. Next junior is Jacob Scott. as a coach, the way that you always monitor success is, did that player get better than the day before? Jacob Scott's always been that guy that's come in since his freshman year, and he's always better than he was the day before. So I really appreciate all the hard work he does. We're going to move on to our sophomores, starting with Jaden Fraley. Jaden's the kind of guy that you can always call on, know he's going to answer the call. He's helped me out quite a few times this year, so he's really gotten to the point where he's a great JV tackle for us. Next, we have Brock Bushong. Brock was definitely a consistent center for us for JV this year. I really look forward to seeing how he grows because he's always striving to get better each and every week. Next sophomore we have is Rossi. Rossi is always willing to do what the coaches ask him to do and make sure that he's doing it to the best of his ability. I really appreciate Rossi and the growth that he's made since his freshman year. Our next sophomore is Lane Barger.
Hey, I got this. Our next sophomore is Lane Barger. I know he likes to think I could be his father, but that's not the thing. It's brother-in-law. But anyway, I'm a little bit sad that this isn't a Mohawk picture because that's his favorite team and his buddies. But no, Lane has gotten better each year. He actually might be coming into a linebacker.
All right, moving on to our freshman squad this year for participation, starting with Carter Smiley. Carter, I was told, was supposed to be the worst mouth of all the Smileys. I haven't seen it so far, luckily, but I'm hoping that continues. And he was a very reliable player for us for freshman this year. To Doug Pinkerton for his award this year. Doug was a very consistent kicker for us, and he was actually able to go into a varsity game and kind of show everybody on Friday Night Lights. I thought that was a very cool moment that he was able to boot that very nice kick. Our next freshman is Alex Putnam. Unfortunately, he was only able to get about half the quarterback snaps in freshman football this year, but he did very well when he got those opportunities. And he was also a great outside linebacker that started for both JV and freshman football for this year. He made the most of every opportunity he got. This is Connor Norton. Connor, if I had a word to describe him, it would be the coachability that he brings. He's always willing to listen to what we have to say and improve on what he's doing. But he was also very consistent throughout the course of the year doing what he did best. Our next freshman is Austin Niederkor. Austin, a very athletic guy to have out on the field, can pretty much do it all. But he really decided to change up his running style. He was running a little bit too high. By the end of the year, running a lot lower. The improvement is so great, and I think that's going to really benefit him moving forward. Next freshman is Connor Slavey. He is kind of what you think about when you think about a Carey linebacker. He's also a downhill runner, very hard hitter. I think I'll always remember his hit in JV against Mohawk. So looking forward to seeing how he progresses on in his career. Our next freshman is Dominic Yater. Dominic had a nice game-sealing catch for us against Liberty Benton this year in a freshman game. I think I'll always remember that about him. Very looking forward to see how he continues to grow as a tight end. Next freshman is Nick Putnam. He's one of the players that definitely proved me wrong this year. He was able to lower his shoulder, make some hits, and he also came down the line very hard on defense. He did some great things for us this year. Freshman is Nathan Butch Broadman. This guy really thrived this year, moving from linebacker to defensive end. I really like how he has a nose for the ball. Next is Mitch Bowes. Mitch was always an entertaining presence in our locker room this year. He also was always willing to be coached up, and he was always willing to coach others, which made him a true leader on our freshman offensive line this year. Next is Cash Hartley. I had no idea your name was Charles until I looked at the paper, so that was something I learned new about Cash today. Cash was always able to hold his own in the middle of the defensive line this year and really strive to get better every week. So really looking forward to what he can do. Next up is Jonah Peters. Jonah this year was very consistent with his snaps. He was very consistent at blocking, and he was always reliable. And the poor guy was always the one that Coach Green sent to go collect the extra points after we scored a lot, all those touchdowns and freshman. Next is Daniel Plott. Daniel this year really improved at maintaining his blocks, especially when getting to the linebacker. Also, as Bucyrus' freshman game would show you, he can also take a heck of a punch. Freshman was Matt Allemong. He was able to really be able to block down this year very well. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do with an entire season body of work. Hopefully next year we can stay healthy and get that work out of him. Our last freshman is Landon Mitchum. Landon's a big guy with a lot in the tank. He was always able to play both sides of the ball, and he actually played them very well, being a dominant force up front for us.
Hey, it's Coach Dean with CB, and all right, hey, settle down. I have candy. Stop booing me. All right, here's our next sponsor from Black Belt Sports Balm. Slap some of this good stuff on any injury, and you'll be back in the game in no time flat. Black Belt Sports Balm. Get it in any store. All right, here we go. Our top 10. What in the world? At number 10. Klaus. No, Klaus, no. You're supposed to be blocking somebody in blue, not Ian. No. At number 9. Brady. Most celebrations are up in the air, not down on the ground. What's that referee looking at? At number 8. Hey, Coach Merschman, you might want to check this. I don't think you drew it up where the two guys run into each other. Maybe I'm wrong. At number 7. Somebody might want to tell the Archibald sideline that is pass interference, and I don't know why they're celebrating, but kudos to them. At number 6. Now, come on, boys. One person grabs the ball, get the interception, run it back. We've done this drill before. Number 5. Wow, talk about your yin-yang. 2 guys sitting on the ground, 2 guys watching, 2 guys blocking, and a scrum in the middle. Couldn't have staged that any better. Number 4. All right, number 10. You proved all game long that you are a talented person, but handstands in the fourth quarter, nah, that's a bit much. Coming in at number 3. All right, Gage, we know you had good hair throughout the football season, but seriously, a slow dance during the football game and with upper, not good. At number 2, great idea if you have tight hips, but OSU hips during the football game, yeah, okay, go for it. And at number 1, yes, Ian, you don't have to check the ball for a serial number. You pick it up and run with it. Okay, let Landon do it. He'll score.
Welcome back to CBDF here at the station. And we got some breaking news coming to you. We're going to send this off to Coach Tyler Phoenix in the field with some individual record breaks. Now, welcome back to CBDF here at the station. I'm going to throw this out in the field to Tyler Phoenix, who has some record-breaking news. Logan, get out! Welcome back to CBDF station. We're going to send this out to Coach Tyler Phoenix with some record-breaking news.
Thanks for throwing to me in the field, Coach Dyer. We have some breaking news. Breaking news, folks. We have some all-time single-season records and some all-time career, moving up the career board kind of records. We have Derek Lonsway. He threw for 1,370 yards this year, and that was second all-time for a single season. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Here we got Derek. This is versus Benora. He's dropping back. Way to release the ball. The receiver makes a break. Did a good job there, Derek. Did a real good job. We have Derek Lonsway again for 1,370 yards. That is good enough for 8th all-time on the career board. So, first-year starting quarterback to be 8th all-time already. That's pretty darn good. Derek Lonsway again. He had 15 passing TDs. That's tied for first all-time in a single season. First all-time in a single season. That is pretty special, Derek. Good job there. Derek Wansway again. Those 15 pass TDs that he had, that's 6th all-time for his career. Here's Derek again, dropping back, avoiding pressure, throwing it to Jordan Vallejo there, and that is a lot of meat on that sandwich. Run it down the sidelines, folks. I'm just going to tell you. So, good job there.
Hey, it's Coach Dean with CB, and all right, hey, settle down. I have candy. Stop booing me. All right, here's our next sponsor from Black Belt Sports Balm. Slap some of this good stuff on any injury, and you'll be back in the game in no time flat. Black Belt Sports Balm. Get it in any store. All right, here we go. Our top 10. What in the world? At number 10. Klaus. No, Klaus, no. You're supposed to be blocking somebody in blue, not Ian. No. At number 9. Brady. Most celebrations are up in the air, not down on the ground. What's that referee looking at? At number 8. Hey, Coach Merschman, you might want to check this. I don't think you drew it up where the two guys run into each other. Maybe I'm wrong. At number 7. Somebody might want to tell the Archbold sideline that is pass interference, and I don't know why they're celebrating, but kudos to them. At number 6. Now, come on, boys. One person grabs the ball, get the interception, run it back. We've done this drill before. Number 5. Wow, talk about your yin-yang. 2 guys sitting on the ground, 2 guys watching, 2 guys blocking, and a scrum in the middle. Couldn't have staged that any better. Number 4. All right, number 10. You proved all game long that you are a talented person, but handstands in the 4th quarter, nah, that's a bit much. Coming in at number 3. All right, Gage, we know you had good hair throughout the football season, but seriously, a slow dance during the football game and with upper, not good. At number 2, great idea if you have tight hips, but OSU hips during the football game, yeah, okay, go for it. And at number 1, yes, Ian, you don't have to check the ball for a serial number. You pick it up and run with it. Okay, let Landon do it. He'll score.
Oh, hey, well, welcome back to CBDF Studios, and we're going to send this back to some record-breaking news for team points and team passing. Coach Merschman.
Coach Dyer, gets to Nora here. Carey Blue Devils break the most points scored in a single season with 421 on this pass right here to Kate Crawford from Lance Rickle. All right, with this pass, they also broke the passing yards in a single season with 1,580 as a team in 2020. That was a great play right there. That was our 6th V post. Does a nice job of selling the V post by Kate here. Boom, cuts out, cuts back in, and there's absolutely nobody covering him. Does a nice job of running it in. I don't know what kind of tackle that was. I don't know. Welcome back to CBDF here. Just in, we got some breaking news. Take it over to Tyler.
Thank you, Coach. Now we're going to talk about Bryce Conte, who also broke some records this year. So Bryce had 22 receptions on the year, which is tied for 5th all-time in a single season. That's a touchdown catch here against Archbold. Not only that, but Bryce had 534 receiving yards this year, which is good for 4th all-time for single season. Not only that, he is now 6th all-time in his career with 35 receptions. He's tied to that number. See him here catch another pass against Archbold and makes a great play, extends to the touchdown at the end there. Nice job, Bryce. Not only that, he has 741 yards receiving. That's 4th all-time in his career. But he is a two-way player as well. He's got 12 interceptions on his career now, which is tied for second all time, including this pick six you'll see against Seneca East.
All right. Luckily, I was chosen to talk a little bit about our kicker, Anthony Bell. Anthony had a spectacular season this year. Really gearing up as his second year as our kicker. And this year he was able to make 52 extra points. He was 52 for 52, 100%. Obviously, you can't ask for much better than that. He has now made 62 straight.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Son of a gun.
Are you really talking about Bell again? Of all the times that you have to talk about Bell, never ever the line, never the holder, it's always Bell.
He's all I have, man.
Why do you always have to talk about Bell all the time? There's more than Bell. I would see, look, the blinded block, he kicked it.
I sprained my groin showing him how to kick. I think I'm able to talk about him a little bit.
Oh my gosh, really?
Anyway, my boy Anthony Bell was also able to contribute on kickoffs this year. I believe he was averaging at least getting it down to the 10, 15-yard line consistently. A couple of touchbacks. We haven't had that in a long time. So, great job for Anthony Bell this season.
Hey, this is Coach. Hey, quiet down. Quiet down. Quiet. Quiet down. Quiet. Oh, thank you. Here's our last sponsor, Super Thumball. Guaranteed to repair any messed up thumbs and get you back into flexing or blocking or sacking the quarterback. Super Thumball. Get yours today. And we want to thank you for supporting Carey football. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Here's our final top 12, if pictures could talk. At number 12, so many things to say, I just don't know where to start. Oh my goodness, this is too easy. Oh, number 11. Drew, I know you took the last dirt pudding last night. Give it back. Drew. At number 10. I did it! I gave the T to Nash, and I didn't mess up. I'm so happy. At number 9. No, Isaac, I don't know the answer to your riddle. Stop asking me. At number 8. No, Cooper, no! Not Riley! Don't take him out! At number 7. Alright now, Archibald, photobombing a picture? Really? Just wait until Denise gets a hold of you. At number 6, everyone was kung fu fighting, trending as fast as lightning. At number 5, the blue one, Caden, not the blue one. Don't take out the white one, the blue one. Hit the blue one. At number 4, did you see that? He chugged the entire cup of Gatorade. Oh my gosh. At number 3, higher, Easton. Higher, higher. I got to dunk on this orange thingy. Give me up. At number 2, really, Cromer, picking your butt on the field? I mean, seriously, of all places, I'm speechless. Where would you learn how to do something like that? To pick your butt on the... Oh, never mind. I understand where you got it from. Hey, we want to thank everyone for a great season. This is CBDF, Coach Steen.
Thanks, guys. We're going to go into N10 Honorable Mention Awards here. We had 2 of them this year, Brady Curlis and Ian Yater. We're going to start out with Brady Curlis right here, playing a little bit of defense. He did a really nice job for us this year, playing offense and defense and some special teams. Here he is making a pick against Seneca East. Nice job, Brady. And he was an Honorable Mention Award winner. Nice job, Brady. The next one we have is Ian Yater. Ian Yater played tight end for us for 3 years and defensive end. Did a really nice job this year at tight end. I really think about game 4 this year, he really owned that tight end position and really came into his own. This is a play against Ashland Crestview. I believe it's the first score of the game, and we really needed this to get us started in this game. Roll out to him here. Corner loses track of him. Ian keeps getting open. There it is, touchdown. And it's that simple. Nice job, Ian Yater. Honorable mention in the N10. We really appreciate both those guys, and they both deserve their N10 honorable mention awards. Thanks, guys. We're going to move to N10 second team award winners. We have quite a few of those as well. The first one we're going to start with is Cade Crawford here. Now, we're going to go back to the Elida scrimmage just because this was such a great play. And I'm going to show you what makes him very dynamic in a second team offensive back. I really do believe that he was a big chunk of our team this year. He did a lot of scoring for us, did a lot of dirty work. He was able to run the ball, catch the ball, block for us. He did a lot of things that made our offense go. And, so here's Cade Crawford making a play against Elida. This is a great play and shows you a lot of what he can do. Making guys miss, breaking arm tackles, and then there he is gone down the sideline. And that's a very fast Elida team. So great job there, Cade Crawford. Second team offensive back. Next one we have up is going to be Carson Paul. All right, Carson Paul is the brother of Cameron Paul. And so we have Carson here, moved from center to guard this year. And there he is playing guard. And he's going to be coming at you here on a play against, I believe this is Ashland Crestview. Same type of play we just had, giving it to Cade Crawford again. But he's making a heck of a block here, kicking him out there, and then going up to the next level, getting the next guy and kicking him out. That's what got him a second team offensive lineman selection right there, Carson Paul. Next up on our list is Cameron Paul, who is the brother of Carson Paul. And here we go. We got Cameron playing right guard this year. He also got a second team N10 selection. If all these plays look similar, they are. They're just reverses of each other. And there he is kicking out the end here. If you come back here, he's going to kick out this end. Does a nice job blocking him. And then Cade does a nice job of finding the end zone. There's Cameron Paul, second team offensive line. Next, we're going to move on to defense. Went a little too far there. On defense here, we had Drew Steen, second team defensive lineman. He's right here as nose tackle. Did a nice job for us here against Bucyrus. That's a whole lot of man landing on top of you there for that little back. I feel sorry for him. Next, we have Jacob Reinhardt, second team defensive lineman. Now, the only problem with this is he's a hybrid. Jacob played defensive line, defensive back, but he got a second team selection here in our defense and did a really nice job for us at Devil. Here's him making a play out here in space. Nice pick. Looks like it's against Bucyrus as well. Next, we have second team defensive back, Gage Summit for the N10. I think this is a play against, looks like Upper. Gage is right up here, coming in on a blitz. Comes in hard. EJ looks like strips it away here. And then Gage scoops and scores here and gets himself 6 points. Nice job, Gage. He was a second team defensive back. We also have Hayden Nash getting a second team N10 defensive back against Mohawk here again. Here's Hayden Nash up here. Watch him here bait this quarterback into making this throw, picks it off. Nice job. And then continues to run it out of bounds there. Nice job, Hayden Nash, second team defensive back in the N10. And those are our second team N10 award winners. Thanks, guys. We're going to do our N10 first team awards right now. And we're going to start with the offense. First team offense here is Derek Lonsway, the quarterback. He got offensive back, and he's going to show you why he got an offensive back first team selection against Winford here by scoring a touchdown in his brute running style. He also threw some touchdowns this year and did a really nice job for the Carey Blue Devils. The next one we have on our list here of first teamers is first team offensive lineman Easton Carody. All right, he's going to show you against Upper here why he was a first team offensive lineman selection this year. He's just going to take this defensive end and have his way with him and just pretty much push him wherever he wanted. Nice job, Easton. We also had on the first team is defense. We had 3 defensive players here. First one we're going to start with is Bryce Conti, who got first team defensive back. Right there he is, and that stupid little fly on the camera there. But he's sitting there, and against Mohawk, he's going to make a pick that we really needed to get us hyped up and ready to go. And that's what Bryce does, is make big plays. Nice job, Bryce. Next, we have Trenton Stahl going back to against Upper. Trenton did a nice job for us on the defensive line, played all 3 positions at one point, never came out, always was there, and I think that's what got him that first team selection. Here he is making a sack with his big buddy Drew Steen here, and both of them going to give you a big buddy dance here. There you go. Nice flexing. I don't know who flexes better. But he got first team defensive lineman. Our next selection is Landon Kimberly. He's right here. Landon's going to make this pick against Seneca East here, and as Landon usually does, when he gets his hands on the ball, he makes things happen, and I believe he runs this back for a touchdown in true Landon fashion there. Landon does a nice job at that right there. He's a first-team defensive back, so nice job, Landon. We also had special teams. On the special teams, we had Anthony Bell got first team special teams punter. Here's Anthony Bell here. He's going to get long snap from Easton Carody here. Personal protect from another first teamer in Lonsway. And Bell gets off a great punt here that rolls down and gets down at about the 6. Nice job. We also on special teams had Anthony Bell get first team kicker. Here's Anthony Bell making a 45-yard field goal to get the first score of the game against Mohawk, which we needed. Holder is, all state, all American, all everything holder Hayden Nash being snapped to from EJ Bowes, which was a good snap, good hold, and Bell does a nice job of kicking it through the uprights, and we get a 45-yard field goal. So there's all of our N10 first team award winners. All right, thanks, guys. We're going to the All District Honors Honorable Mention Awards. We had 2 of them. The first one we should have here is coming up as Jacob Reinhardt. Jacob got honorable mention All District. He played a lot of defense for us, but he also played some offense. So we're going to show him doing some offensive things here. Right here's Jacob Reinhardt here. For our offense, he played what we call a fullback position or H-back position. He's going to receive the ball from Lonsway there, make it and just outrun people basically and show his athletic and speed right there against Upper and scoring a touchdown. Nice job, Jacob Reinhardt. If you want to see it from the back view here, we'll show it from the back view. He just outruns everybody and does a heck of a job. Nice job on the year playing fullback for us there, Jacob. Also should probably note here, Ian Yater makes one heck of a block here as well, playing out here out in space on the corner. Nice job, Ian. Next, honorable mention we had was Hayden Nash. He got honorable mention all district here. Played a lot of defense for us. Also played a little bit of fullback for us this year, but we're going to show him again here on defense. Does a nice job of baiting this throw again and just taking it away from the receiver. Nice job. And they counted as an interception. Nice job, Hayden Nash. Honorable mention, all district. Show it from this view against Bucyrus here. Just take it away from him. There you go. Nice job. And there are honorable mentions. Sending it back to you guys. Thanks, guys. We're going to go to our all-district second team award winners. Our first one up here is Derek Lonsway, offensive back. He played quarterback for us. He's going to show you in the running game here why he was nominated as second team offensive back for all district award winner here. Fakes out the defensive end there. Fakes the pitch right there on that linebacker and then runs it down the sideline for like a 27-yard gain. Nice job, Derek Lonsway. Here's another view of it. This view will show you how he reads this. He's supposed to be reading this defensive end, which he does. If he can't tackle him, he's supposed to pull it, which he does. Goes out and around. Nice fake on the linebacker there, and then just runs it down the sideline for a 27-yard gain. Nice job, Derek Lonsway. Next, we have Cade Crawford. Cade Crawford got all-district second-team athlete, offensive athlete. He does a really nice job for us all year on offense. Here's a punt return showing you just how great of an athlete he was. It's not the greatest punt, but he does a nice job with it. Picks it up right there. You're not going to tackle him with just an arm tackle. He's going to stiff arm you and get out of the way there and just run it up the middle there for a touchdown against Bucyrus. Nice job, Cade Crawford. He really did a nice job of that all year. He got 2 of them this year. Here's just another view of the exact same play. He's just an athlete. I don't know what else to tell you. The athletes make plays. Boom, there it is. He also got some really good blocking, guys. Nice job. And there he is scoring a touchdown. Back to you guys in the studios. Thanks, guys. We're going to start out here with all-district first team Bryce Conti, first team defensive back. He's going to show you in the Elida scrimmage here what makes him a great defensive back for the second time in a row, getting all-district. Just really nonchalant about the way he does things and keeps his body control and not get pass interference. Just swats the ball away. Here's another view of it. Does a heck of a job. Just keeping and he's going to come right on the screen right here, of keeping his body under control, not get the pass interference call, and just swipe the ball away without touching the guy. That's a great job of body control right there. Next, we have Easton Carody, right tackle for us. Got first team offensive lineman, all district. He's going to go against Colonel Crawford here, one of their better defensive linemen, and he's just going to basically at the end here put him on his back, and that's what gets him an all district award here. Look at him just chug his feet away and just plant the kid back there. And that's a nice job, Easton Carody. Next, we have Anthony Bell. You're going to see a better view here of Anthony Bell kicking it out of the end zone here and getting a touchback against Winford. About hits this ref right here. It's the ball. This ref's not even paying attention. It's going to hit him, almost hit him. The ref has to get out of the way at the last second. Not paying attention there. But nice job, Anthony Bell. Next, we have Trenton Stahl get first team defensive line. Again, we're against Winford here. Trenton Stahl's right here. He's going to blow his guy back, block the first punt of the game, and set us up for a score on offense and really set the tone of the game for us. And that's why he's a first teamer right there. Nice job, Trenton Stahl. Next, we have Landon Kimberly. This is a punt return. We leave our defense out there for punt return, but Landon got first team defensive linebacker. This is just showing you how poised Landon is as a sophomore. It's not a very good punt. It's hanging there. There's Landon right there, and he just comes. Nobody's picking it up. He just picks it up, and like Landon does, all he does is score touchdowns. He just says, why not? I'll just go score a touchdown. And there's Landon and the crowd going nuts. Nice job, Landon, with your first team. All district players there. We had 5 of them this year. Nice job, guys. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studios.
Hey, Dyer, we're filming here. Just so you know, we did have a team GPA of 3.71, which is a cumulative overall GPA. Nice job, guys. Keep it up. You just keep eating those, whatever that fried food is.
I don't know what that was. That was mushroom or something.
I'd like you to welcome you back to CBDF.
Yeah, so it's been a good program so far. I think we're getting close to the time for the C-Spies?
C-Spies.
C-Spies Awards. Let's go with the C-Spy Awards. Hey, Dyer, thanks for coming back from wherever you were at.
Well, I was trying to figure out what C-Spies means. So, who's spying on who? C-Spies actually stands for, did you guys know? The Carey Sports Performance Yearly Awards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just came out this year for 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like American Girl?
Like American Girl in these tight jeans. So we're going to throw it out to the C-Spies, and you enjoy.
Yep.
How you doing today, Jordan? Great. I'm doing fantastic too. Hey, welcome to C-Spies, Carey Sports Performance Yearly Awards. Could have been any easier, could have been, Jonathan.
My name is not Jonathan. I am Coach Stock. Thank you for asking. You may be wondering why we're wearing wigs. Me too. According to Coach Dyer, it's because we're actors right now. So this is what we're doing for this segment, apparently.
Yes, this is the greatest show there ever is. Since the pandemic hit, we've never done this before. As you can see, this is all live, spontaneous, and good fun.
Try teaching this coaching staff technology.
Long. The dry humor, that joke never fails. Anyway, this is C-Spies, Carey Sports Yearly Performance Awards program. Couldn't have been any easier said than that. Mershman made us have C-Spies. I feel like he's watching us all the time. First up at this award ceremony, we'd like to thank everybody here with us that is watching this program at home, eating your popcorn or whatever you are doing right now. Just know that this presentation was brought to you by Lauren Barger and Dwight Dyer with editing this presentation. And if you're listening to it right now, it's been done and edited.
That's insane. We all had bets that this would never get done.
All right, first up we have
Most Improved Awards.
Oh, wow, the Most Improved Awards. And who's up first, Jordan?
Well, we're going to go with the freshman class. Let's kick it out to Coach Mershman for the nominees.
All right, thanks, guys. Our candidates for most improved freshman. First one we have here is Austin Niedercore. Does a nice job against Mount Pilgrim here, running this in for a touchdown. He's a great candidate for this award. Next we have is Alex Putnam. Alex Putnam is going to come in here, number 9. He's going to be playing outside linebacker / defensive end here for us. Here's Alex as our second candidate for the most improved freshman award. Does a nice job making a play there. And our third candidate for this award would be Connor Norden. All right, Connor Norden played linebacker and fullback for us this year, and here's Connor Norden right here, doing a nice job of running the ball here, finding a hole and dragging some guys around here. And those are our 3 candidates for freshman most improved players of the year. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jonathan, Coach Mershman, and welcome back. Those were some great nominees, weren't they?
Fantastic. As the freshman coach, proud of every single one.
So, I know it's a long way, So for the Carey football most improved freshman, Justin, drum roll please. Connor Norden. Congratulations, Connor. Well deserved. You just won a $20 gift card at Marathon, brought to you by Pam Ferguson. You just get the plaque. It's just the plaque. But well deserved. Yes, very good. Welcome back. And next up in the C-Spice presentation, it will be the most improved sophomore. And with those nominations, we're going to throw that out back to Coach Jonathan Merschman, wherever he may be.
Thanks, guys. Our sophomore most improved player award candidates are, starting with Lance Rickle. Lance Rickle played a little bit of quarterback for us this year and also played defensive back. Did a heck of a job for our JV team this year. Basically, he ran the JV team on offense throughout the whole season. Here he is making a play against Montpelier, breaking a lot of tackles and making some guys look silly here. And that's Lance Rickle here. Our next candidate we had for sophomore most improved player would be Gage Summit. Gage Summit got some varsity time this year. He also played a little bit of JV and did a lot of special teams for us and did a lot of good things. So he's our second candidate for most improved sophomore of the year. Our next candidate for most improved sophomore of the year is Jordan Matimo. Jordan Matimo filled in for us during two-a-days when we had a lot of guys out for COVID. He did a really, really nice job of filling in, and I think that gave him a great opportunity to improve this season. So he's our third candidate for improvement this year, and here's him playing a little bit of varsity and making a play as a sophomore at corner here. He does a really nice job making a tackle there. Nice job, Jordan. So those are our three sophomore most improved candidate award winners. I'm going to send it back to you guys for the announcement.
Thank you, Jonathan Merschman, with those great nominations. And with that being said, I'm going to turn this over to my colleague, Coach Jordan Stock. The winner for the most improved sophomore this year is, drum roll, Gage Summit. Congratulations, Gage. Well deserved. You just won a $20 gift card to your home improvement store, Ace Hardware, brought to you by whoever runs that store. I'm going to not use those parts. Dude, you made Ace Hardware look like a joke. Stand up! Sit down! Our next award is the Most Improved Junior Award. And for that, again, we will send this over to Coach Merschman. Coach Merschman, hit us with the nominees.
All right, thanks, guys. We're heading into our junior most improved players of the year. We have three candidates for this position. We have number one here, Scotty, a.k.a. Jacob Scott. Scotty here does a nice job for us. All year he played some scout team for us. He did JV. He anchored down that JV line. He just does a really nice job for us. He makes every lifting, did everything we've ever asked him to do, and has really improved this year. And right here, Scotty, right here blocking, going after the linebacker, does a nice job of blocking this guy. Granted, we had a fumble, but he did his job in this play and does a heck of a job. Scotty is one of our candidates for most improved juniors this year. We also had this year Ashton Klaus. Ashton Klaus last year played JV for us, did a fantastic job. This year he took on the center role and kicked Carson over to left guard and really owned this position at center and did a really nice job for us all year. Here he is against Winford, doing a nice job of blocking for us and moving to the next level. Can't say enough about how Ashton came on this year as a junior. Our third and final candidate we had this year would be Ferguson, Colin Ferguson. Colin Ferguson played left tackle for us a little bit last year, ended the year at left tackle for us, and then started the year this year at left tackle. He did a really good job for us all year at left tackle. Was a guy we could count on play in and play out. Here he is pulling, making a good block. Let's look at it from the other angle. I think you see this a lot better. He's our third candidate for most improved junior this year. Here it is. Boom. Nice job of knocking number 50 on his butt. And that's Colin Ferguson. Back to you guys.
Welcome back. That was some great nominees and nominations for the Junior Most Improved Player of the Year Award. What do you have to say for that, Coach Jordan Stock? Any words from those nominations?
All these juniors make me speechless.
They are heartwarming. They make their mothers very proud. Good kids, great kids. This just in, okay, well, we just got this in. This just in. The winner of the Most Improved Junior Award for Carey High School football. Drum roll, please. Is Ashton Clouds of the junior class and Colin Ferguson.
A double winner.
Double whammy. You never see this much anymore. But with those nominations and videos, I'm with Coach Mercer. How could we not pick just one? We had to pick two. Great for those awards. You win these tremendous plaques, as well as the other players. You can pick them up with Coach Mercer at the field house after this video. And with that being said, you guys won a $20 gift card as well to, well, it looks like McDonald's. Buy one Big Mac, get one free. You guys will enjoy them. I know you will.
Our last Most Improved Award will go to, obviously, the senior class. The seniors had a lot of great nominees this year, so let's learn a little bit more about them with Coach Mershman.
Well, we have our senior most improved award winners here, or selections. Our first selection we have here is Carter Frederick, who did not play for us last year. Came on this season and played a little bit of corner for us, filled in nicely, and really improved as the season went on. I'm telling you, you go back and watch tape at the beginning of the year to the end of the year, man, he really made real good strides at the corner position. Here he is playing man, doing a nice job running with the receiver down the field. He's a little beat here, but then catches up, uses his speed, and just nonchalantly knocks the ball away and doesn't interfere with the guy at all, and does a really good job. And as the year went on, he was a really nice improved corner for us. The next candidate we have is Noah Black, another one that didn't play for us last year, so made real good strides for us. Here he is playing nose tackle for us. He played a lot of offensive line as well, did pretty much anything we asked him to do, and did a really nice job of improving all year long. Here he is playing nose tackle for us, and getting himself some there, a tackle for loss, as Coach Dyer would say. So there's Noah Black. Now maybe this will be a better angle to see that from. He's playing right here in front of us here. Splitting the double team, coming downhill there. Nice job making a play against Bucyrus. Our last candidate for most improved senior is Ian Yater. Ian Yater this year, came in not much. 2 days, had a hurt hamstring, and really, I'm telling you, game 4 really came on as a tight end. Here's him, what we thought was his improvement area, which was blocking. So Ian's right here. You're going to see him make a block here, which is the key block that made this play happen for Jacob Reinhardt to score a touchdown. We're going to go ahead and see it from the reverse angle here. He does a really nice job of sealing this guy out and driving him out of there and making a nice hole for Jacob Reinhardt to run through here. Boom. Nice feet work, and he kept his feet moving. That's a nice block there, Ian Yater. Back to you guys.
Well, welcome back to C Spies, and those were another great nominees. And for this category of the most improved senior, it's just in. The winner for most improved senior of the 2020 Carey football team is, drumroll please, Ian Yater! And with that, you win this gorgeous plaque from Bear Bros Company. And with that, you will earn a $20 gift card to Bear Bros to get as many plaques as you would like. Ian Yater. And next up in this program, we have the award of Impact Player. An Impact Player award is an award that looks like this, just like the others, except for your plaque on it says Impact Player in your name. With this award, it means something very special to us. For the past years, right up there with the Battered Helmet Award, the Impact Player is the most prestigious award. A lot of the offensive players and some of the defense, if you stand out, really want this award. Would you say?
I mean, as a former Impact player, I would say.
That is true. He did win that. And for next up in our program is the Impact Player Award. The Impact Player Award goes out to, well, the guy that stands out and is an impact to this team. And to this Impact Player Award, for that being said, pretty self-explanatory, wouldn't you say?
I would. It is. He's the guy that always makes our team go when we need him most.
And with that being said, there are some great nominees for this. It could have went either way. It was a toss-up. But there had to be a winner. And with that being said, I think he was well-deserved. But we have no clue who that winner is because we have to send it out to Mershman with the nominees.
Thanks, guys. Our impact candidates for this year are number one here is Cade Crawford. Cade Crawford's going to return this punt here for a touchdown, and he does a heck of a job. He was a big-time impact player for us this year. He did a great job in all phases of the game that he participated in, and this is a great punt return for a touchdown. Our second candidate we had was Bryce Conti. Bryce Conti, another one of those impact players, made a huge impact on our team, and here he is making a grab for a touchdown. He makes plays. He's an electric player, and we're going to expect big things from him next year. There he is, mossing that kid from Upper and scoring a touchdown. What an impact that made. Our next one we have is also Derek Lonsway. Derek Lonsway made a great impact when we settled in on him at quarterback with his running and passing. So Derek did a nice job on offense as well and making a huge impact on this team. Here he is making a play, making some guys miss, and then just dishing it off to Nash right there. Nice job, Nash, catching the ball. Those are our three impact player candidates. Back to you guys.
Welcome back. Those were some great nominees, weren't they, Coach Stock?
Absolutely, all well-deserving.
Well-deserving that is. And this just in, this flappy card that I've been doing for every round, the winner for Impact Player goes to no other than, drumroll please, the winner is, Coach Mershman likes to say, my boy, Cade Crawford. Well-deserving Impact Player. Definitely a first teamer in my mind in the league. Definitely a first team in the district. And definitely should have got some All-Ohio love. But we were just a team that was well-balanced and gave the ball to a lot of different people. But man, 19 touchdowns? It's a lot of touchdowns for a season when you're spreading the word.
Can't claim that that's not impact.
Well-deserved, Cade.
Our next award is the Storm Award. The Storm Award goes out to our Offensive Player of the Year. Storm, for those of you that don't know, is strong teams overrun most. Strong teams overrun most. Mershman, can you please give us the nominees for this year's Storm Award?
All right, so we're going to go to our Offensive Storm Awards. Strong team overruns most. We have 3 candidates for this award this year. Our first candidate that we're going to have here is Cade Crawford. Cade Crawford's going to be playing our slot back position up here at the top here. He's our first candidate up for this award. Here's Lonsway eluding the rush and finding Cade wide open and running in for a touchdown. Nice job, Cade. All right, our second award candidate is Bryce Conti. Bryce Conti is going to be playing out here by himself in the flanker position. Coming in on a slant, using his body and keeping the hands extended to keep the defender away from the ball and making a heck of a catch for a touchdown there. Our third candidate we have for our Storm Award is Easton Carody, right tackle. He did a great job this year of making sure that we could run the ball on his side of the line whenever possible with him and Cameron Paul. They did a heck of a job, but there's Easton making a heck of a block for Derek Lonsway. We take it back here to the reverse view. You get a better shot of him finishing his block here. Right here is big old Easton. Big young Easton. Making a heck of a block here. Pass blocking. Doing a great job. Making sure nobody gets back there. Touch his little Derek Lonsway. So there's our 3 Storm Candidate Award winners. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you for giving us those nominees. So many players that were deserving of this award. Like you said with our last award, such a well-balanced team that we were this year offensively. So this was kind of a toss-up, but I think that this might have been an accurate choice here.
I would have to say so too. And well, we don't know the answer yet until I get that little card from our behind-the-scenes guy. And with that in, it's just in.
Oh boy!
Drum roll, please.
This year's Storm Award goes to Bryce Conti. Congratulations, Bryce. I know he mossed a couple people this year. I'm thinking one in particular. Some real good highlight plays. Very excited to see what he does for us next year.
Yep, he can't hold anything back now. He's going on to his senior year. Next up in the award ceremony will be the Defensive Heat Award. And with the Defensive Heat Award, woo, smoking hot. That means you got to bring the heart, the effort, the attitude, and the teamwork. That's what stands for Heat. And if you bring that, baby, you can play defense. And that's what this award is all about, is being the Defensive Player of the Year. Now, I know we had a lot of players this year that could have done that. But we had to get it down to 3 nominees.
Somehow we did it.
And with that being said, we're going to send that back to you, Coach Mershman, for the nominees for the Heat Award.
Thanks, guys. We are moving on to our Heat Award. We have 4 candidates for this one, and some really good candidates for this award. Our first one up we're going to have is little Caden Smiley again. He's out here playing outside linebacker / defensive end. He's going to make a play for us. Obviously, you're having a hard time seeing it with this view, so let's just go ahead and make it a different view and see if we can't see how he makes this play here as one of our Heat candidates, in which Heat stands for heart, effort, attitude, teamwork. And this is him showing his teamwork and taking on the block, as always, properly, and then getting in on the tackle like he does right there. Nice job, Caden Smiley. Our next candidate for the Heat Award, candidate number 2, is Landon Kimberly. Landon is a sophomore playing right here as inside linebacker, getting a nice drop, and then making a heck of a nice tackle in the open field there. Nice job, Landon Kimberly. Our next candidate for the Heat Award would be Trenton Stahl. Trenton Stahl playing defensive line. Right here's Trenton. He's going to go ahead and make a nice play here for us, playing defensive tackle, chasing it down from the backside, never gives up on a play. Boom, there it is. Nice job, Trenton Stahl. Our next candidate for the Heat Award and our last candidate would be Hayden Nash. Hayden Nash played corner and safety for us, pretty much our utility defensive back. He's up here at the top of the screen, locked in on this number 2 receiver here. Does a nice job. Never gets himself aggravated and always stays under control. And there he is making a nice pick for us. Those are our 4 candidates for the Heat Award. Back to you guys in the studios.
Welcome back to C Spies once again. Those were some great nominees. With that being said, there has to be a winner. And for the Heat Award, I know some of you are sitting at home right now thinking you know who it is. You're probably guessing wrong right now. But we will let you know when I get this little card. Thank you, Mike. And the winner of the Defensive Heat Award for 2020. Drum roll, please. Trenton Stahl, defensive line. He pretty much played everything for us. Wouldn't you say, Coach Stock?
He really did it all. Was high impact, definitely tough. Was able to go up against the best offensive line players in the league, and kind of he would own them. He would own them. I'll flat out say it.
And he had one heck of a celebration right along there with Drew Steen.
Oh yeah,
every big play on that D line.
Our next award is the Pride Award. Pride is our special teams award. Pride is, or special teams is something that's a little bit unsung in football itself. But this award specifically goes to the unsung person from the unsung division of football, which is special teams. For those of you that don't know what pride means,
those are a lot of unsung
going
on out there.
and
Unsung heroes.
we do have what pride does mean. It is quite a doozy. Steen loves his words. So pride stands for perseverance, repetition, intensity, determination, and execution. To determine who is that unsung hero.
He does have a lot of humor there. Tongue twister.
Our unsung hero for special teams, the nominees will be going out to Coach Jonathan Mershman.
Thanks, guys. We're going to move on to our Special Teams Pride Award, which is perseverance, repetition, intensity, determination, and execution. We're going to move on to our first candidate up for this Pride Award is Hayden Nash, our 3-time All-American, All-State, All-Everything holder. All joking aside, the only extra points I believe we missed in the last 2 years, the ones that he wasn't holding for the most part, he does an excellent job of holding for us. And, we're really going to miss that position. I know Bell's going to probably miss it the most, but we'll need to find somebody to replace him. But here's Hayden Nash at his finest, holding for an extra point. Boom, nice job, Hayden Nash. Our next candidate that we have for this Pride Award is Gage Summit. Gage is on our kickoff team and made a heck of a lot of tackles on kickoff this year for us, running down, making tackles, and I think he's right there. Here he is going down and making a heck of a tackle for us on kickoff. Our next candidate for our Pride Award is E.J. Bowes. E.J. Bowes was also on our kickoff team. Here he is against Mohawk making a strip tackle here of a fumble and getting us the ball back. Right here is EJ. He's right here. And you can see him here making a play, coming off of this right here and stripping this ball out right there. Boom, getting the ball on the ground, and then we're recovering it, give our offense another chance. Nice job, EJ Bowes. And our last but not final, or our last and final, candidate is Anthony Bell. Anthony Bell was our kicker this year, punter, extra point guru. Also can call his own number and get an onside kick. Whatever you wanted him to do, Bell, here he is right here, getting an onside kick against Ashland Crestview. Nice job, Bell. So those are our 4 candidates for our Pride Award. So we're going to send it back to you guys in the studios.
Thanks, Coach. Those are another great set of nominees. These,
There's a lot. That was, I mean, wow. What can you say about all those players?
always working.
I mean,
always
were we not 64 for 64? Is that what we are right now on extra points?
And is well, that was yes, it's dating back to last season. But thanks, stat guy.
Coach Steen's got those special teamers performing, and I know somebody who might know how to teach a kicker from time to time. But with that being said, the winner, thank you, Jim, of the Special Teams Pride Award for 2020. Drum roll, please. This man coaches himself,
Hayden Nash, the man that you can always tell when he is not holding the football on those extra points. Not only that, he did so much more for special teams, but I know we definitely missed him for the holding, and very much appreciated there.
and he will be missed moving forward because I mean that chair.
We want Nash. We want Nash. We want Nash.
All those years.
While Nash does a little bit of what's that move? What's that thing?
It's
The floss.
something like a floss.
Yeah.
I can't do it. My hips are too big right now, so I can't do the flossing.
Memories.
But yeah, he's a great player. This is, I know we're joking around a little bit, but all these awards are very serious and to this program, and this Pride one means a lot, and he was well deserving of it. Hayden Nash.
All right, welcome back. Cut that horn because we didn't get cut back. We're still here. All right, next award is going to be our Bold Award. Bold is a new award that we had this year. This is going to a player that just shows up and they grind. They do what this program needs them to do. I'd say this one's kind of more, this one I hold near and dear to my heart, I think. This is something that is a really special award that we're giving out.
And then like all, with Storm, Heat, and Pride, I mean, all these acronym words, they mean something. They're posted all over our facilities if you've ever been in here. And to get one of these awards, which this is the first year we're doing these awards, naming them at least like this, should mean a lot. So, Bold, we're going to let Coach Stock explain this because, I mean,
because that's too many words for you.
Too many words. And we know.
We know. Bold stands for to believe in the passion that you bring every day, to outwork and own your results, the loyalty to the love of what we do, and the daily driven to excellence.
Gotta love teleprompters.
Now, let's kick it out once again to Coach Jonathan Merschman.
Thanks, guys. Our next award is our Bold Program Award. Bold stands for Believe, Outwork, Loyalty Daily. It's our program award. So basically, it's guys in our program that really do these things. They believe and they outwork and they're loyal and they're just daily driven to making us better. And we have 4 candidates for this award this year. Our first candidate that is Cooper Broadman. He does a great job in the off season. Does a great job in the classroom. Got a great GPA. Everything he does is what we want to build our program about. And well, all 4 of these candidates, really, to be honest with you, bring something special to the table. And so the first one up we have here is Cooper Broadman. He does scout team, play JV this year, always driven to get better. Always trying to make our team better. And this year, I believe Cooper did an excellent job of doing all those things that we ask him to do. Our next candidate up that we have is number 2, Brady Curlis. Curlis here is playing offense. This year Brady was at all the liftings and did everything he was supposed to do. He was a real workhorse for us offensively and defensively, and really glad that he was one of our seniors this year and helping us through this tough year. Nice job, Brady. Um, our next candidate that we have is Lance Woods, another one that, man, just really gets after it in the weight room. This year we shuffled him around a bunch, try to find him the perfect home on defense. I think we kind of have with a little bit more of a outside linebacker / line position. He can go hunting a little bit more, less reacting to offensive linemen and more hunting. I think he's a hunter. I really liked how he finished the season. And here's a nice play that he makes here. So I do believe he's a great candidate for this award as well. Our fourth candidate we had is Ashton Klaus. Ashton Klaus was one of those guys, again, didn't miss any liftings in the offseason. And really, again, even with Lance, has a great GPA. So does Ashton Klaus. They all have real good GPAs. And, they're what the program is about. And here's a nice job by Ashton Klaus, making a really good block. You can see this from the back view a little bit better here. He's right here. And we'll just let his actions speak here. Nice job of finishing that guy off. Nice job, Ashton Klaus. So those are our 4 candidates for the Bold Award this year. So we're going to send it back to you guys.
And welcome back to C Spies with another great nominees for this award. I will have to say, I've been saying it every time. We just got great players everywhere. And with that, the nominations, the winner is here. Thank you, Kurt. And the winner is, drum roll please, no other than Cooper Broadman.
My main man, Coop, always giving me a tough time in practice, but he's always there. He's always showing up. He's always working. He's always grinding. We appreciate you, Cooper.
Seriously, great job, Cooper. And like I said, all these awards are dear to our hearts, and you should. I know you'll enjoy this one. Well deserved of it. Never miss a days in lifting. Anything we ask, he's there for them. And this is not a coach's award. This is bold. This is a program. You are the standard, and we need every player to follow your lead. You can win this next year as well, and I hope you lead forward with the rest of this senior class to another successful season, and hopefully we keep playing. All right, next up, we're going to send this back out to Coach Jonathan Merchman, where he's going to have some highlights and talk about himself of our captains this year. They were good ones. They were 5 of them. Of those 5, you will know very soon. Heck, you've been to the games, you already know. But we're going to send it out to Coach Jonathan Merchman, wherever he may be.
All right, thanks, guys. We're going to talk about our captains real quick here. We have 2 captains here, both juniors. We have Easton Carody here, 56, our right tackle, and our quarterback, Derek Lonsway. They did a nice job for us this year leading this team. It's going to be their duty to help lead us into the off seasons, and that's guaranteed for them to be captains again next year. But these captains were voted on by the players, and these 2 were voted captain this year, and they did an outstanding job for us this year, and I expect big things in the off season and going into next year. We also had 5 captains this year, and the next captain I'd like to talk about is Hayden Nash. Hayden Nash did a fantastic job leading this team. The team really thought a lot about him, voting him captain. He did some fantastic things for us this year, offensively, defensively, and on special teams. I'm going to miss Hayden Nash. He was a great guy to coach. And I appreciate everything he did for me. Thank you, Hayden Nash. Next is Cade Crawford. Cade Crawford did a fantastic job this year leading for us. He's one of those guys that leads by an example, always comes ready to work, hates to lose. He does lead by an example, even though he'll run his mouth. He is a talker, but his best leading is done by action, and his competitiveness was outstanding. And it was a real honor to coach him the last 2 years. Our last captain I'd like to talk about is Jacob Reinhardt, who's a 2-year captain for us. Jacob did a fantastic job this year of being our speaking captain. Knew exactly what I wanted at every coin toss. Couldn't win a coin toss, but maybe that's something he's going to have to teach the other guys how to win a coin, what not to do to lose a coin toss, because I don't think he won too many of them this year. But Jacob did a great job leading. Last year, he played a little bit of JV even as a captain because he was a little rusty, and he really showed everybody what you could do with hard work and how things may not go your way right away and not to give up, and really embodied the whole captain role for us. And not only that, but in the classroom as well, and all four of or all five of these guys in the classroom are excellent students, and that's what I believe a true captain is. And thank you guys, and thank you all five of you for everything you did for this program and for this team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Jonathan Merschman, for those great videos. Sounds like he's a little snuffy, wouldn't you say? Must be the allergies. But with that being said, thank you, Merschman, for the captains. First up, you will get these plaques. They each have your name on them. Derek Lonsway. Thank you to Derek Lonsway. Easton Carody. Thank you, Easton Carody. Jacob Reinhardt. Thank you, Jacob Reinhardt. Hayden Nash. Making it nasty all the time. Thank you, Hayden Nash, for all the memories and laughs. And thank you, last but not least, one of the finest gentlemen out there right now, right along with Jacob Reinhardt, is Cade Crawford. Thank you so much. You seniors were heck of leaders this year. I mean, to go through a pandemic the way we did in a 2020 season, to do and lead the way you guys did, and to push through 2-a-days that we didn't know we were going to have a game. And I mean, a lot of you guys got bigger, faster, stronger. Our record showed that. Being number one in defense all year showed that. Being number one in offense towards the end of the year and finished the number one offense and defense. And I bet if we had a special teams category, we were probably number one there too. With the way our punter was number one and our kicker was number one, we got the special teams player of the year. I think, in our league, we just owned all three phases, and that goes to the senior leadership as well as the captains. Thank you for everything you did. Welcome back to C Spies. The next thing we're gonna present today is near dear to my heart. This is the first ever award we've ever given out in the history of Carey football. And with that being said, that award is the Turnover Fork. Some of you may say, what is the Turnover Fork? Great question. The Turnover Fork is this beautiful piece of fine, hard work and effort that we made this year. That craftsmanship. I mean, look at this. Believe it or not, this little piece of instrument, at the end of the day, cost over $150. It was not cheap for this award. And with that being said, there were some tough nominations. And of these nominations, we did a point system. For every turnover, you got 1 point. So interception, 1 point. Forced fumble, 1 point. Fumble recovery, 1 point. And so on. If you did the forced fumble and the fumble recovery, then you get 2 points. And heck, if you got the forced fumble and the fumble recovery, and you took it to the house, well, that's just a hat trick. That's a 3-pointer. We did not have one of those this year. But that's how the point system worked. At the end of the day, it rallied up. We had 28 turnovers for the season. Each padlock was not cheap. Each padlock represents each turnover. We had to get 2 chains, and we put them on this fine turnover fork. Their initials were on the padlock, and their number, and why they got it. So this one, for instance, is Edward Bowes, number 88, forced fumble, so FF. And on the back of it, it was Gage Summit, number 26, fumble recovery and a touchdown. Okay, so in that instance, Edward would have got 1 point, and Gage would have got 2 points because he took it to the house and covered it. That's how these worked. Even has the games on the side. So the winner will get these chains along with a plaque with a picture of one of their turnovers. But that plaque has not came in yet due to the pandemic. But you will be able to accept your chain as well as all these fine awards today at the end of this presentation at the field house with Coach Mershman, and any of else of our coaches are going to be there. You could also take pictures.
I do have 2 questions for you, though, Coach.
Yes.
1, who won it? And 2, do they owe you money back from all the money you spent on this turnover fork?
Well, number 2, I would take any donations if you want to have a GoFundMe account. That'd be GoFundMe at CoachDyer.com or however that works. I don't know how that works. But all the money definitely will go to next year's turnover fork. But I kind of like this beat up thing. You know, the captains actually colored this and wrote turnover fork on it, picked it out. So give a shout out to Hayden Nash because he was the one making this nasty. That was a good pun there. So the winner, without further ado, now each winner will get a chain. There's 28 padlocks. You will get 14 padlocks on each one. All of your turnovers will be on this chain. Like so. You can put it around your neck, which Coach Stock will do here. And Coach Dyer will look like this. You put it around your neck like that. You can wear around some good bling for 2020. Of course, there'll be more padlocks on that one. So, without further ado, because I know it's making you all itch, and I know Gage Summit's sitting around eating popcorn right now going, I think I got it. Even Woods had a lot of fumble recoveries. He might get it. You know, we had some other big ones. What about Hayden Nash with all his interceptions this year? Or Anthony Bell with his interceptions in the 1995 Magic Johnson radios. I only say that because Anthony Boogie Bell loves that announcer, and he actually does a really good job. He does. I like him. With that being said, the winner of the first ever Turnover Fork Award is, well, I'm going to have to make you wait a little bit. Let me tell you a little brief about this. So these award winners get to come into the locker room, and they get to dance. So if they get the turnover fork, they get to dance with this fork in the locker room with us for 10 seconds. We play music, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of memories, a lot of things happen with this fork. I mean, this fork definitely was put to use in a good way. And a lot of memories that I can't get out of my head. So with that, drum roll, please. Without further ado, the winner of the first ever turnover fork for the Carey Blue Devils is Bryce Conti with 4 picks. And he had 1 taken back for a touchdown, which gave him 5 points. So with that being said, he will get one of these chains with 14 padlocks on it. He will get all his turnovers on the chain, as well as a plaque with a picture of one of his turnovers. And that hasn't been done yet, but he'll be able to collect his chain later tonight. And the other winner is, because it was a tie at 5 points, is, drum roll please, Landon Kimmerly with another 5 points. He had a fine year on defense. I know he might be a little bit heartbroken about the Defensive Player of the Year award, the Heat Award. He was definitely in a running for that. First team in the league. Definitely, I think, got snubbed at Defensive Player of the Year. Well, so did Trennan and so did Bryce. All 3 were right there to win it. But hopefully this turnover fork award can, ease your pain. I mean, it looks good. It feels good, looks good. and it's definitely something that's going to continue going in this program. So the first ever Turnover Fork Award winners is Bryce Conti and Landon Kimmerer.
All right, we're going to move on. I'm going to interrupt you there. You talked enough during your turnover fork segment. So we're going to move on to our Battered Helmet Award. This is our last award for the evening. This is exciting. I always really like giving out this award.
Yeah, me too. And this award definitely is something to be very proud about. It is the most prestigious award to get. And it's in the school.
It's right there for everybody to see.
Usually, you got to put. You don't have to, but really, it's basically a 4-year body of work award as well as your senior year. So you're putting everything of the program. You're putting impact player into it. Storm, Heat, Pride, Bold. All the awards we've given out tonight. You're putting that all into one, and it gets to go into the school for everybody to see for as long as that. School's up there, and it might even go through to the next school because this was at the old school, so it's jumping from school to school, so it's going to be a lifetime of accomplishment.
And that being said, we're going to shoot it out to the band that brought this award to Carey's program starting in 2007. So it's been going on since then, 13 years.
13, 2020.
We are going to send this out to Coach Merschman for the nominees.
Yeah, our 3 candidates for Battered Helmet Award this year. We're going to start out with Cade Smiley here. Cade Smiley's right here, playing outside backer or wheel position for us, making a play here like he normally does. Always takes on blocks and then makes a play, and he does a great job of that. He's one of our candidates for Battered Helmet Award winner. Did a fantastic job for us his 4 years playing here at Carey High School. Our next candidate for Battered Helmet would be Jacob Reinhardt. Jacob here, hopefully we can get this going here. There we go. Jacob here playing fullback, have a real strong run here, breaking tackles, showing you his grit there for Battered Helmet. He's our second candidate for Battered Helmet Award. Our third and final candidate for Battered Helmet Award is Brady Curtis. Brady Curtis, another senior, had a heck of a year for us playing offense and defense. Brady's right here. Going to get the ball here and show you what he's made of. And also going to show you why you always finish through to the back of the end zone and not give up at the goal line, because you'll get hit. You'll get lit up a little bit if you don't. And those are our 3 candidates for Battered Helmet Award winners. Sending it back to you guys in the studio.
And welcome back. Thank you, Coach Merschman, with those nominees. They were some great nominees, definitely deserving individuals there. Wouldn't you say so, Coach Stock?
Absolutely.
And with that being said, the winner of the 2020 Battered Helmet Award, drum roll, is Jacob Reinhardt. Definitely deserving. Definitely a character and a player for us that did a lot and gained a lot. A lot of adversity he went through for the 4 years between his injuries, the problems with his head, with his hitting and getting a battered helmet, and questions maybe, am I done with football? Maybe can he continue to play? And he definitely continued to play, did a heck of a job, played all phases for us, and
continued to get better every week. And I think a really important part of this, he was a 2-year captain, voted captain as a junior.
Yeah, has there ever been a 2-year captain?
Yes.
Okay. But definitely a good achievement. No joking aside there. He's definitely worthy of this award, and I'm going to miss you a lot, buddy. Heck of a job this season.
Congratulations, Jacob.
And thank you. Welcome back to the C Spies. And that will conduct the ending of this presentation. I know everybody at home, you enjoyed it, you loved it. It was very long, but I hope it was rewarding, less dry for you. And in a 2020 pandemic where you have to wear your mask up and we can't really hand these awards out in person, I thought the coaches went way out of their way. This has been a 3-week production, making, editing, a lot of hours put into this for you guys. And I know we joked around a lot in this episode, and I know we're wearing these ridiculous wigs, but a lot of it was just to bring smiles and some laughter and some tears to your guys' teary eyes in a pandemic season, trying to give you the best that we possibly can.
You know I love you guys because I wore this dumb thing.
Yeah, and I forced them to. And the best part about this all is Coach Mershman hasn't seen this part yet.
He's going to be surprised on Sunday. He's going to be mad.
But hey, we're the young guys, and I thought it was some clean humor. Speaking of clean humor, I got a joke for you before we send it back. So there's these 2 tomatoes. The one tomato got in front of the other in a race, and guess what he looked back and said to the other tomato?
What did he say?
He said, ketchup.
2 tomatoes, ketchup.
Congratulations
to all the award winners. Back to the Carey High School studios.
BDF here. We're getting to the end of this program, and we're going to close this out. I know we just got done with those awards, which were fantastic. All right, so to finish this up, we want to do some special thank yous from the coaches to all these people or organizations that helped us out throughout the whole year. First one I want to do is assistant football coaches Bob Damschroeder, Dave Steen, Jordan Stock, Tyler Phoenix, Logan Norton, Derek Stock, Tyler Green, and DJ Dyer. I want to make sure I thank all those guys for helping me out this year with all the COVID protocols. We could not have gotten this done without the assistant coaches this year. So these guys are going to help me with some of these other thank yous. We're going to start with Coach Dyer here.
I'd like to thank the coaches' families, because without the significant others behind the scenes, you don't have a football season or as great as a staff as we do without their support.
I'd like to thank the parents for all their late night suppers, rides, laundry, etc. Without you being there, picking up those players and helping them continue to stay organized and going, we'd be lost. So thanks, parents, for all the work that you do.
Believe it or not, I like to thank the administration, because without them, I'm still here, and they let me enjoy coaching just like the rest of us. So we don't have a season without them. Okay. So
I'd like to thank Carol O'Reilly and the volunteers for the pregame meal at OLC. It's a great meal. The kids love it, and they expect it every year. So thanks, Carol, and all the wonderful volunteers that help.
People don't understand the trouble of the Huddle family, but we'd like to thank the Huddle family. That is Mark Stock, the Stock family, the Huddle family, Matt Billock, who filled in for the video for Dasher this year, Mike Rickle, Todd Worse, and Tim Baldridge for volunteers for loading and bringing the trailer over for us every game.
I'd like to thank Moreno's. Every Thursday night or Friday night, depending when we had to play, we had a pregame meal up at Moreno's all but one time, and they did a wonderful job serving and providing food.
I'd like to thank Scott Blair for videotaping the games. Other than that, we don't have your highlights without him.
I'd like to thank the Thursday night speakers. We call them past players and people who know and have great pride in this program, and they try to transfer that pride to the young men as they listen to the speech. So thank you for those speakers.
I'd like to thank Coach Tyler Green for his help during the off season with lifting and everything he does when he comes over after his junior high practice to help us during the season.
I'd like to thank Sarah Shute and Kurtz's Shoe Store for the playoff shirts, as Coach Dyer has a sweatshirt, but that's what they look like. So thank you very much for those shirts.
I'd like to thank Nick Ryder for the technical support.
I'd like to thank the custodial staff, the painting and cleaning, especially Doug Stumbaugh, who puts a lot of time in at the field house. We appreciate the work you do, Doug.
I'd like to thank Philip Miller and the high school marching band, one of the best marching bands in the state.
All right, they're good. The ball boys and the water boys, the young men who we have help us, they did a wonderful job this year. They took care of the balls and made sure they come off the field. And with the new protocol, it wasn't easy, but those guys did a great job. So thank you to the ball boys and the water boys and water girl.
Like to thank the high school cheerleaders and the advisors. Shout out to Coach Haley Miller.
Like to thank our trainer, Ellie Smith. She does a great job, and she works with these young guys, and she did a great job telling them when they should be on the field and when they shouldn't. So we'd like to thank Ellie, and of course Dr. Puckett, who takes his time off to help us out and be there. Thanks, Dr. Puckett.
Like to thank the Carey Athletic Boosters. They keep track of all our checks very well, and they sign them and write them for us.
And we'd like to thank the Men in Blue, the Carey PD, for handling the crowd and being there to make sure everything goes smoothly, and along with the EMS for their coverage and making sure that if anyone's hurt on the field, they do a great job of attending to those young men and getting them the care they need. So thank you, EMS.
Like to thank Denise Orwick for taking pictures during the games at all different kinds of angles. The kids really enjoy them, as well as our coaches.
I'd like to thank Broadman Construction and Hempy Water for cases of water they provided for the season.
And I'd like to thank the parents and the Mersh Mamas Club for providing Thursday night pregame meals. And yeah, they were great all season.
I'd like to thank the Hometown Marketplace and Jay Gretzinger for donating the hamburgers and Ballricks chips. I'd also like to thank Anderson for wood cutting the yard signs. That really helped a lot. Coach Gene appreciates that assistance, and took that off his plate. So thank you, Anderson. And also to Taco Bell for salsa for the burritos they provided for us. When we had the victory burritos, we needed to have some salsa with it, so they provided that. So thank you, Taco Bell.
And I would like to thank Wyandotte Memorial Hospital for all their protocols that they help oversee throughout the whole year for us. Tanya and Scott Woods for the shredded chicken and the awesome mac and cheese that we had. That was awesome. Tanya and Dave Frederick for the AJ's pizza that we did during our camp that we had. Lisa and Bill Bushholm for the whole hog sausage for the breakfast burritos that we use the salsa for. Jody and Aaron Paul for the euchre cards, cookies, and sloppy Joe mix. Also want to kind of say thank you to Jody for the Mersh Mamas and kind of spearheading that. She did a fantastic job. Some people question whether or not I'm the actual head coach after having that organization brought together. Laura Conti for the mask. Time spent on shirt designs for the fundraiser. Dave and Emily Steen for the yard signs and getting that all organized and together. Pam Ferguson for paintbrushes used for the to cut out used for painting the yard signs and stuff like that. Breakfast group, our morning breakfast group, they had a lot of fun making our burritos at 6 o'clock in the morning. But thank you to all those guys. All the parents, supporters, and encouragement. It was a crazy year and we needed it all. Amy Zender for flyers for the Zach Broadman locker room project. Barbie Curlis, Pam Ferguson, and Summer Fredericks for their band playing. They did a fantastic job. It kind of startled me at Mohawk that first one. I didn't think the band was allowed to be there, and then all of a sudden I hear the band playing. It was.
Like something.
It was. Everyone who had anything to do with the 2020 football season, I'd like to say thank you. I know I'm probably missing a ton of people that did things, and I'm sorry about that. To keep track of all of it is crazy this year because we needed everybody's help. But really, from all the coaches, we just really deeply want to say thank you very much.
Thank you.